Alright, so someone asked if I could do a tutorial on how to install the mods SkyGFX, Project2DFX, and the Remastered GUI for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Firstly, you do want to open up your file explorer. If you don't know what that is, it's this. And then change the view to details so it looks exactly like mine. Look for your version 1.0 folder. If you have not downgraded your San Andreas yet, I will link a video of mine that I uploaded. Just downgrade yours to version 1.0 using that tutorial, and you will be able to mod your game. But if you already have it modded, whatever, or downgraded, I mean, then just follow these steps. So make sure you make a backup of your version 1.0 folder. So right click, copy, and then click on the blank area right here to the right and paste. It should make a version 1.0 copy like this. The reason why we're making this copy is because we may make some mistakes along the way, and we will have our fresh downgraded San Andreas game, I guess, or version, just in case we do mess up on the copied folder. So we're gonna start off with SkyGFX. So it'll look like this. You will click on SkyGFX right here, drag these two folders. So left click on Neo and then hold Control on your keyboard and left click the models, and it will highlight both. Or you could just drag like this and it'll highlight both. Drag it into this blank area within it. Make sure it's within your base folder or root directory, okay? For these, highlight all of them. Hold Control on your keyboard again. Left click the README so it unhighlights it, and then drag it into your scripts folder. So I did make a mistake. If you don't do this step, your game will crash before it even loads or shows the loading screen for when you start a new game or load a game, which is my fault. But go back into your scripts folder and highlight the stream file and drag it into your Grand Theft Auto San Andreas version 1.0 copy folder, and it'll transfer it to the root directory like so. Once you're done with that, you want to open up the ALCI or ALCI image editor. Left click the application itself with the S icon, click open, and then look for where you have your copied folder, your version 1.0 copied folder right here. And then go to models and you should see GTA 3 disk image file. Make sure you click on that, double click, it'll open like this. Now go to actions, import, remove, if exists. You want to go find your SkyGFX folder. Go to PS2 vehicles, because apparently the creator said SkyGFX is better with PS2 vehicles and vice versa. So just hold Control and A on your keyboard. It should highlight all the files, and then click open. It will replace it like this. Make sure you save it. Just minimize it for now. Now we're going to open up the Project2DFX folder. As you can see, there's only a couple files. Oh, not a couple, 6 files. But just hold Control on your keyboard once again, left click the README so it unhighlights it. You want to go back to your version 1.0 copy folder and then go to the root directory like this, where it has the GTSA files, and then just drag all these files, 5 files, in the root directory like so. That's pretty much it for the Project2DFX. The widescreen fix, I feel like it makes the game look a lot better, so I will include this in this video. So for the scripts, just open it, drag it into the scripts, in your scripts folder, in the version 1.0 copy folder. Go back to the base folder, or the root directory, and drag in the Vorbis file, .dll. This one will actually ask if you want to replace the file. Just say yes, and then go back into your scripts folder, left click just once so that you can highlight the file, the GTASA.widescreen fix with the gear icon. It should look like this. For force aspect ratio, put the aspect ratio that your resolution supports. So mine is 16:9 because I will play on 1920 by 1080. So 16:9 as well for this one. I do recommend 16:9 anyway. For the text shadows, I do recommend 0, but it's all a preference. 0 is the default text that comes with before modding, I guess. Even with just a fresh downgraded version, 0 is the default text. I will include examples and I will have the numbers on the photo, representing the photo, whatever. So I like 0. So just after that, after you fix 16:9, 16:9, and 0, whatever you want, do file and then save. I put the titles for the folders just so they could describe whatever you're, I guess, installing, so, or fixing. So for data, you want to go to data in your copied version 1.0 folder, and then highlight it, copy, right click copy, and then paste it. The reason you don't want to drag it is because if you mess up, you won't have a backup of this file. You know what I mean? And you'd have to re-download it again. So I do recommend just copying and pasting it. And then for models, you will go back to your base folder, models, and then once again highlight all of them, right click, copy, and then go to your models folder from your version 1.0 folder and paste it and replace the files. Go back to your image editor program that we minimized earlier. Do you want to go to actions, import, remove if exists once again, and then look for your remastered GUI, your HUD and text, GTA3.image, and you want to press Ctrl and A at the same time. It should highlight all the files within the GTA3.image folder, and then open, and then save. That will fix, for the most part, all the text and stuff. Then you want to go back to your remastered GUI, go to HD radar and icons, stay on the models folder, right click, copy, and then paste it into your model. Replace the file. For the HD loading screen, I personally don't want the mobile HUD, so I'm not gonna go over that, but open models. For your version 1.0 copy, you're already in the models folder, or should be. Open the TXT folder right here. Open the TXT folder on this as well, and then Control and A at the same time on your keyboard. It should highlight all of your files. Right click, copy, and you want to paste in here. Replace all 25 files. You want to go back to your remastered GUI, HD poker and blackjack cards, models, TXT, and highlight both of these files. Copy, paste it, replace the two files with the same name. You can finally exit the image editor by going to File, Exit. Just make sure that the diskette logo or icon, whatever, is not clickable. If it is clickable, then obviously save it before you exit the image editor itself. Start the game through here. I recommend 1920 by 1080. As you can see, it's loading. The loading screen is HD quality. The text is much better.
After 5 years,
I'm gonna skip the cutscene. As you can see, it has the PS2 sunset look, I guess. The minimap or the radar looks much better. I will add examples, of course, somewhere in this video, whether it's right now or at the end, but the fist is also much better. The text of the street names are much clearer as well. So if I go right here, East Los Santos looks much clearer. This is just proof that the remastered GUI worked, especially with the clear radar and radar icons. That's how you know it worked for sure. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, I know this process is really long and complicated, but if you have any questions, just comment down below and I will try my best to help out. I'd also like to add that if these comparison screenshots that you're seeing right now are not, like, you don't see that much of a difference or you don't trust them or whatever, you can always go back to your original version 1.0 folder, the fresh downgraded version, and compare the loading screens, for example. And then if you want to delete your version 1.0 folder, you can always delete it, and you can rename your version 1.0 copy folder, the one we worked on, to your official version 1.0 folder. I'm just pointing out that you can go back to your old folder just to test it out and compare.